I wasn't supposed to hear it. The line should have been dead. She thought it was. That fool still thinks I love him, my wife whispered into the dark. Soft, intimate, amused. But he's too busy chasing criminals to notice. A pause, a quiet laugh. If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes. She mocked, repeating something she'd told my mother earlier that day. He'll believe I'm working late again. Silence. Then the sentence that rearranged my spine. He's an FBI agent, yes, but he's blind where it matters. I didn't move. Didn't breathe. My phone lay face down on the kitchen counter. Connected through a monitoring line I had installed years ago. Not for her. For threats. For national security. Irony is efficient. She forgot one detail. I don't stop being an FBI agent when I take off my jacket. I let the call run. Let her lover speak. His voice was smug, familiar. I recognized it. I had shaken his hand once at a charity gala. I ended the call without a sound. Then I sat in the dark and realized my marriage had already died. My wife was a high-level staffer for a senator, controlled, polished, publicly untouchable. Privately, meticulous with lies. Working late had become her anthem. Midnight meetings, emergency briefings, policy crises, lipstick too fresh at 1:30 a.m., perfume I didn't buy, her phone face down at dinner. I noticed. I always notice. But I waited. Denial is a courtesy we extend to people we once loved. I replayed her words in my mind. That fool. She used to call me her anchor. Now I was a joke between sheets that weren't mine. I watched her that week. Her routine was perfect. No visible cracks. No emotional slips. Except one. She stopped kissing me goodbye. Professional liars eliminate unnecessary details first. On Wednesday, she told me she'd be at the Capitol until midnight. At 9:17 p.m., her car was parked outside a private condominium registered under a Shell LLC. I didn't follow. I didn't need to. The security grid in that building? I helped design parts of it 3 years ago. Access logs are obedient. The same mail ID badge signed in 10 minutes after her. My chest felt still, not broken, still. The kind of stillness before a sniper exhales. I wasn't angry yet. Anger is loud. I prefer silence. I built a file. Phone metadata, calendar discrepancies, expense reimbursements, 3 months of late nights, 16 hotel bookings billed to conference security, no conferences scheduled. I never confronted her. At dinner, I asked about her day. She smiled, smooth, practiced. Long, she'd say. I'd nod. Inside, I was mapping timelines. Her lover was married too. Ambitious, political strategist, groomed for higher office. They thought they were careful. They weren't accounting for me. I rerouted a financial disclosure review through an internal audit channel, quietly flagged irregularities tied to the senator's office. Her digital signature appeared on approvals that funneled discretionary funds toward organizations linked to her lover's consulting firm. Not illegal, not yet, but dangerously close. Affairs make people sloppy. Greed makes them reckless. And she was greedy. Not for love. For elevation, power, lifestyle. I overheard another call one night. If he ever finds out, I'll take half, she said casually. He'll never risk the scandal. That's when I understood. I wasn't just being betrayed. I was being calculated. She believed my career was leverage. She thought exposure would destroy me. She underestimated my tolerance for fire. I moved my assets into an offshore trust months earlier, under a clause triggered by infidelity. She signed that prenup confidently. She never read the addendum. Strategic patience is a weapon. I sharpened it. The final confirmation came on a Friday. Photographs. Clear, undeniable. Hotel balcony, Zurich. Her hand in his. Her mouth on his collar. Switzerland. So that's where the policy summit was. Interesting choice. I printed the images in high resolution. That night she came home glowing. I might have to travel again next month, she said lightly. I slid an envelope across the table. She frowned. Opened it. Silence. Color drained from her face as if someone had turned off the lights inside her. You went through my phone? She whispered. No, I replied evenly. I listened. Her hands trembled. You were spying on me? I was doing my job. Tears came fast. Strategic tears. It didn't mean anything. Of course it did. You called me a fool, I said calmly. She flinched. I watched realization crawl across her expression. You knew? For a while. Her breathing fractured. Please, she said. That word always comes too late. The next week was efficient. An internal ethics review opened regarding financial inconsistencies in her office. Anonymous documentation. Accurate documentation. Her lover's consulting firm was flagged for conflict of interest violations. Campaign donors began asking questions. The senator distanced himself. Quietly, public trust is fragile. So are careers built on perception. At home, she paced. Someone is targeting us, she said. Yes, I answered. She looked at me differently then, like she was seeing the outline of a trap. Did you do this? She whispered. I poured coffee. You underestimated how thorough I am. Her phone started ringing. Non-stop. Colleagues. Reporters. Her lover. 71 missed calls in one afternoon. He stopped answering her by evening. Cowardice travels fast. I sent one final email to her. Subject line, Switzerland. Attached, high-resolution photos of the villa I had purchased months ago. Lakeview, marble floors, private dock, assets she would never touch. I wrote only 2 words. Enjoy washing, an echo of her cruelty to my mother. Petty? No, precise. The next day, she was placed on administrative leave. By the end of the month, she resigned. Her lover publicly blamed miscommunication. He survived. Barely. She did not. The house is quieter now. No perfume lingering past midnight. No staged smiles across the dinner table. I transferred to a field office overseas. Switzerland. Lake air is clean, cold, honest. Sometimes my phone vibrates. Unknown numbers. I let them ring. I don't hate her. Hate requires attachment. What I feel is clarity. She thought love was leverage. She thought I would fear exposure. But truth doesn't scare men who live inside it. It frees them. She lost her career, her reputation, her illusions. I lost a wife. But I gained something sharper. Control. And the final thing she will ever understand about me is this. I was never the fool in the room.